Welcome back, everybody, to another NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode episode. Starting out the episode with a dirt race. Let's work on the cars here in a minute. We got a road course race coming up here soon as well. Let's see here. Followed by back-to-back long track races. Let's get those cars prepped as well. And then we have some work that we can do within the other short track car, and overall it's looking very, very nice here. So we'll play that here, and we will head off to Texas and then get into some truck races. Might end up being a bit of a shorter episode, starting to record a bit late and I'm already pretty exhausted, but we'll kind of see how long everything takes and we'll go from there. So the AI were able to dive bomb me really well there. I'm not sure how that was happening, but sure, give me payback. And then got run into the outside wall, which is unfortunate, but Kentucky, Eldora, Michigan, and WWT Raceway going to go for the two top 30s. It's been hard enough to get to top 25s. I'm just going to go for the guaranteed money, essentially. I'll head to the event, and I'll kind of run this how I did last episode. We'll do some practice, just a couple laps with the stock setup, followed by some with the custom setup, and we can kind of compare and contrast here. Let's see. On the brakes, there's some, get the car to rotate around. keep moving here. Ooh. I think we're going to have a better run off the corners here in general if we enter high. Let the car rotate. Probably could have gotten back to the gas there a little bit sooner, but didn't want to risk anything. We'll see where these stocks up. That lap 16 tenths slower. See where we end up on this lap. Again, just going to do about 2 laps per setup, just to kind of compare and contrast them, see how everything handles, and a little bit better there, about 12 tenths off. So hopefully the custom stuff should help here, but I'll go ahead and make those changes and meet you right back here. Alrighty, so there is the custom setup. Again, I will link the site I'm getting these from in the description down below. So let's go ahead and save this. We'll do a couple more laps here, and then we'll jump into qualifying and see what we can do. The main thing I always notice right away is the car feels so much looser, even coming off of pit road, because I'm able to hold it right down by the wall on pit exit without a problem before it really tries to push up the track. I don't have that with the custom setups in the slightest. Overdrove that corner a little bit, but we were able to drive it back down, kind of do a diamond into that corner. We'll have to see here how the rest of the lap goes. You can kind of see that I'm hitting the brakes some, but I'm able to run the corner a lot more wide open than it was before. So, let's see here.
That was your best
only a
lap
tenth better. Let me try a better angle into the corner. That one stayed way too high. Should have more momentum coming off the corner. We'll see here. I'm not sure if the setup has really helped out all that much. Come to the line. Couple tenths better. We run one more lap here. That looks a lot better than we have been doing. So there's a weird transition line, if I remember right, on this track, and that corner just reminded me of it. The yellow line doesn't really represent the apron all that well. It's on the bottom part of the bottom lane where that apron really begins. So better lap there, and we'll head to qualifying, see what sort of lap we need to churn out. So 34.4, which we should be able to hit with flying colors as long as I don't mess up the lap. So hopefully can look about a 25th place qualifying position, but I know towards the back a lot of those times get very spread out. So again, only need top 30s right now. We weren't finding the most luck with the top 25, so tried to go with the more guaranteed money on the top 30s in the races, and our, I guess, internal goal will still be more of that top 25 range, but in terms of the incentive contract, we're going to be at a top 30. So puts us in 28th. Not the best lap, but not terrible though either. It's only about a 10th off what I ran in practice, so fairly respectable there. Going to go into the race starting 26th and see where we can end up.
Almost ready.
Let's see here.
Let's go. Farther on the inside.
Got 12 laps of fuel and 8 laps of the stage. So, let's see here. It will keep in the gas for the entirety of turn 1, as is everyone else, it looks like.
Careful, still there. Clear low, bud.
We made a pass to the middle, but we're getting trained on the inside at the moment, so some give and some take here early.
Inside.
We're making some passes, but giving up a lot of time to those drivers on the bottom. Just paying attention to my mirror a bit too much, and we smacked the ball. So let's try to run these guys back down, get into some of the draft if we can. Just barely out of range of the draft at the moment. Hopefully we can make up some time at the corners. There's that little weird apron. There's a weird transition there in the bottom of the bottom lane there. So
got a car low now. All right, you're clear.
Again, I feel like we're doing fairly well through the corners. We just have so much extra speed compared to us with the
got a car low now.
legend difficulty on and being in a 3-star ride. So yeah, unfortunately I think we're going to likely have to go straight into owning our own team again in order to be competitive. However, that was kind of expected just with how the this game is set up in terms of difficulty. If we were on a slider system like F1 has, it'd be a lot easier to make a little adjustment to the difficulty and make ourselves a little bit more competitive. But at the moment, there's such a big gap between hard and legend difficulties here in the career modes. Now for the race now, there is a slider, but that is not applied in the career modes. So gonna lose off of turn 2 there. I think we have just a few more laps remaining in stage 1. So see how that turns out. Hopefully we can do a little bit better on the next restart and stay in the draft to someone. But overall we just lack so much speed. And really this track doesn't have a long straightaways like some of the other tracks, so yeah, not likely to be competitive for the rest of the season really, but it's alright. We'll just try to manage get as much money in the bank as possible
White flag, next
for the beginning of next season, where unless we can get into a 4-star ride, I'm open to racing a 4-star ride if that opportunity presents itself. However, with how badly we're running in the 3-star ride, I don't see it becoming an opportunity. So need to pit for some fuel, also to fix the damage. So I'm not going to make up any spots here. However, we do get a chance to fix the damage. May also need to try and make an adjustment so we're not so loose at the end of the runs. However, a little bit shorter stage this time around, and I don't know if they've got like track temp physics in the game, but it is now the night. Oh boy. Go ahead and pit. Somehow we didn't DNF there, which is nothing short of a miracle with how much we've done that so far in this first season of trucks. But
Stay high.
I need to be able to get down to that bottom really, but we'll have to kind of just ride here. We had gone behind the car in front and it got really tight being right behind someone, and it sent me straight for the wall. So kind of need people to spread out just a little bit. Long time off throttle so we can cut it back down. I suppose it could open us up from some strategy, possibly, but I don't foresee that really happening, unfortunately. But you never know. We could try to pull something off, but again, we're not going to have the speed unless it's a 2-lap shootout to the end.
Still there.
We're not going to have the speed to be able to hold our track position either. So
2 laps to go.
really our best shot may be Eldora, which is coming up next, in which case
Still there.
we're going to a dirt track, so we may have some success there. There is a singular dirt race in the trucks each year, though in real life they have gotten rid of that date because of a little feud with the owner of the track, Tony Stewart, who used to race in NASCAR. Yeah, he's gotten into some arguments and stuff with NASCAR themselves, so will not be going to Eldora. I guess the trucks never actually went.
Nice driving this.
Did they go to Eldora before? I don't remember if they actually went to Eldora or not for their dirt race, but I know they do not anymore. 22 laps remaining. We can try to stay out. I don't think it's really going to do me any good unless we catch caution just right. And even then, I think we're going to fall to the back of the pack. But we'll try it for something new. Try to battle around some cars, maybe. 19 laps to go. And hold her wide open for the first 2 corners here. Another thing I'm worried about is the tire fall off here. It was very loose at the beginning of, or at the end of that first run, and I'm worried about that tire fall off near the end of the run here. However, we'll have to see how it turns out. I was able to hold the lead for a lap. Now that they will train us on the outside, I caught that weird transition, and that's... we somehow did not DNF. Apparently we have no repairs from that either, but sure, we'll stay out for some track position. I don't know. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here.
We're going green. Almost ready. Stay on the bottom.
7 laps of fuel, 15 laps to go. So nobody should be able to make it to the end here still.
All clear. Farther on the inside.
But theoretically, no, we're not really gaining anything by. The only thing we'd be gaining is some track position if the caution were to come out. But I don't think that's likely to happen now that we already brought one out.
Got a car low now.
Truck is very, 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 very loose. Corner exit.
Got one down low now.
With how the
Inside.
tires are wearing. Again, I wonder if these
You're all clear up.
setups are more built for one lap results rather than a full run, because it does seem to be, they do almost seem to handle a bit worse towards the end of the run, but I guess the only other possibility that our strategy would provide would be the fact that we'd be onto fresher tires sooner than the AI, which may give us an advantage. We'll have to see here. I need to make sure that we're going to be able to go through. We can go from the end from here. So really, whenever we want, we can start the pit. I want to try to take these tires as long as possible. Try to minimize what we're dealing with now at the end of the race. Just as long as we can keep the truck beneath us for that long. Let's probably try run. Well, I guess I need to see where it's dropping in terms of the fuel, or we will not be able to play any strategy because the caution comes out. So 4 tires. I'm going to go up on the wedge actually a little bit. Try to help the loose off feeling. Everyone's still in the race.
Right,
need to make up
going green. Almost ready.
one more spot
Hammer
still,
down, green's out.
but I do not expect to really realistically be able to finish in
Still there.
the top 30. It's been a rough race in general here so far. There's that wedge adjustment coming in. Does not want to turn towards the center of the corner. But let's see here. Not running terribly here. We'll just have to wait a little bit longer for the car to rotate around. And actually, so far, not too bad. So that we may need to adjust these custom subs a little bit so it's better for us. They just overdrove it into the corner there.
Inside. Hold your line. Got one outside. All the way to the wall.
Let's see here. We can go below that yellow line here. Try to get a good drive off. We just don't have the speed. Try to draft. Try to stick with Cobb, really. But the strategy might be to tighten up the custom sub just a few clicks on the wedge. I forget. I did like 3 or 4 clicks on the wedge during the pit stop in order to not have it try to kill us off the corners.
5 to go. 5 to go.
Especially laying the runs. So 5 laps to go here. Losing touch with Cobb. I'm really running as fast as I can, but can't seem to do anything. Cobb runs the top this time, which allows us to gain quite significantly. So she continues to do that, we may have a chance. But we've got Rutsch, however you say the last name, down there, sends us up into the wall, and that basically seals the race for us. Just takes me so long to be able to get back to the throttle with the wedge how it is. However, it prevents me from spinning it on corner exit, at least at the moment. So no, overall it's feeling better. Might need to go down a click or two if we get a caution, but I don't expect it. Just to try to find something a bit nicer there. Trying to look
Here you go, driver.
and see if we're really gaining anything. Not really. We hit that little transition spot there in the corner, lost 0.3 there between the corner and straightaway. But we gained there a little bit, but both those trucks up in front of us ran high.
White flag is in the air.
Lost 0.2 down the straightaway. And I got loose. I'm getting good at that. DNFing on the last lap. And it sucks because I think we actually get less money from doing that, but oh well. So yeah, I think we keep getting the same amount of money each time we DNF it, so maybe need to try to stop doing that. We also gain no fans every time we do that little thing into the wall. Another dirt race, so let me jump in and do that one in a second. And Jefferson, but I think we'll be okay. Let me apply the people to where they need to go. Need a prep on track. And the other long track car. Let's see here, and now we can focus on some of these other spots. Perfect. Let's start the and I'll jump in, and yeah, we'll see you in just a little bit. Do a little fast forward thing again and get through this real quick. Alrighty, that one took forever, kind of as expected. So we will move on here. Yeah, I didn't get the incentive contract. Oh well. Now we're heading to Eldora for a truck race. We'll see if I put in the custom setup here or not. We'll have to see how this thing drives around this track. Luckily, we're fairly familiar with the track, as we've raced it in dirt quite a bit, but I don't think we're going to be able to drive this truck like we have the dirt cars, so we'll have to see there. As you can probably see, these trucks actually run slower than the dirt cars, and we are way above our goal there already. I'm not going to touch the setup because I think we're going to be way above what we need to be. Go ahead, jump into qualifying.
Go, go, go!
As our practice time may have even been above the goal time for pole, so we'll have to see here. Our experience in the dirt series may really help us out here, so we'll have to see what kind of lap we can put out here in qualifying, see where we end up. To 19.2 puts us in first place, so we may have a playoff berth here at Eldora. So kind of crazy to think about there, but it is possible. Starting on the front row, we'll have to see how these stages end up falling, and if we're going to need any sort of fuel. Nope, no fuel or tire consumption for this track, so no need to worry about pitting at all. Just staying consistent. We already have a huge gap back to the trucks behind us, and I swear I did not touch the difficulty at all, and I'll even keep the end of the race stuff in the end of the race, and I will show you the settings afterwards. But we were able to just absolutely steamroll here for whatever reason. Even with the 3-star ride, this could put us in the opportunity to jump into a 4 or 5-star ride if we can win here and give us a playoff berth, which would or should put us into a playoff berth. We have a win, so as long as there's not too many different drivers with a win, that would be an automatic playoff berth, in which case we jump significantly in the standings. So we're starting to lap some people here in the first stage. We're even going to get some of these stage points, which could come in handy. So let's see here.
Got a car high now.
We're just blowing right past some of these guys.
All clear.
As
Two to go.
we've got quite the gap built up back to second as
Car
well,
high now.
being able to run
Outside.
super
All right, clear
clean, not making contact with anybody or even the walls either.
One more to go.
The AI seem to be getting too far sideways. Don't feel like I'm getting nearly as sideways as they are,
All
and
clear.
still being able to run really fast here. So get a stage win here. Should give us 10 regular points along with with a playoff point as well. No need to pit. Though I'm sure we could probably drive up through the pack if we absolutely need to. No need to here.
Coming to the green, driver.
And
Almost ready.
hopefully just a rinse and repeat of
10 laps to go.
the previous
All
stage.
clear.
10 laps to go in the stage this time instead of 9. But should not be a problem. I'm basically able to just run it wide open all the way around if I really want to. I'm not, just to help stay consistent and not yeah, really just for consistency's sake. Make sure the car turns well, and already forming quite a decent gap back to second. I'm almost running in and diamonding the corner here as well, giving us a good drive off. Got a bit more sideways than I would like to have there, but already we can see the lap traffic up ahead there. So there's a lot of cars on this track compared to what there usually is with the dirt cars. Actually, an extra what was it? Extra 8 or 10 cars. 24 dirt cars. 22. I don't remember. There's 32 trucks, and we're going to be able to blow past these guys once again.
All clear.
Sure, a lot of these guys are already a lap down. I'm going to put them some additional laps down here, and making sure to race everybody nice and cleanly here. Second place looks to be catching up a little bit, but not all that worrying.
You got room. You're clear.
As we're making sure just to race everybody nice and clean, not get into anybody. Don't need to create any enemies. So we may need to step on the gas just a little bit, as second place is right behind us at the moment.
Clear down low.
But it's a little bit more difficult as I can't run the same line with the lap traffic in my way as I normally would. Seem to have found a little gap here. So we may have a new... Yeah, we've got a new second place car. They're right behind us. So there's going to be a three-way battle for first place on the stage here at the end of the stage. Let's see, I'm not... There's another car. Oh, apparently we got second place there. So may end up being more of a battle than I thought, but shouldn't be too far off. And we will get a lot more pushy if we need to at the end of the race to get that one, because I think that's going to be really crucial for us. So
coming to the green, driver. Are you ready?
It definitely opens up a lot more options for me in terms of what to do next season. So get underneath Smith here, try to run some good laps here, pull away, and we'll be a bit more aggressive getting through traffic. So we've got 12 laps to go here for the end of the race. So going to try run really consistent here, pull a gap, and like I said, run more aggressively through the lap traffic that we will eventually catch, unless we catch caution. A caution actually would be good for us here if we end up getting one, because we're able to run so much faster than second place and the clean track. It's really only when we catch up to the AI that we're slower. So it also looks like the second and third place cars are battling, which is good for us as well. Allows us to put a bit more of a gap there in place, and we're going to try keep running that same consistent lap, getting around these lap cars. However, a lot of them are using that same lane, so we'll have to turn in a bit more on exit, especially middle to the exit of the corner. Alright, it looks like we've got the second place car approaching quite quickly. But we've got close to a quarter of a lap gap back to them, so I'll have to see how well those cars get through traffic. I do feel like I'm running better in traffic here on this run than I was last run. I'm not compromising my line as much. So we've got 5 laps left to go. Yeah, I'm entering the corner a lot higher than I was last run. I was really just running down by the wall, and it was compromising my overall corner, and it cost me a lot of lap time. So it actually looks like we're pulling away a little bit from the cars behind us, and it is looking like we may be able to get into the playoffs. And again, like I was saying at the beginning of this race, that would likely open up the door to a 4 or 5-star ride next season here in the trucks, and we wouldn't have to go to owning our own team right at first if we didn't want to. So could take a season and a better ride and build up some more cash before starting our own team, and that would likely get us into actually a playoff berth. Might even get us into the hot seats for Xfinity next season. So we'd have to see how that worked out as well. We're lapping some cars multiple times during that run, but we get a perfect 105 speed rating as well. We will go ahead, do a little burnout here at Eldora, our first win in the truck series, and I will make sure that we keep all of the video to the main menu all intact here, so I can show you that I did not change any of the settings at all. We're still dead last in the standings with 1 win and 6 playoff points. See us there in victory lane with our trophy. Got the fastest lap as well. Let's go back to the main menu, where I will pray and hope that something didn't reset in the game where it's on hard mode, but it shouldn't be. It should be right where we left it. Almost $16,000 there with 30 additional fans. First win in the truck series. Got quite a few messages here. I'm going to go ahead and compliment them all, because I do not want to have a rival. Going to the next race, going to the settings here. We do have the legend difficulty on there still, so I don't know if it was just a one-off race, but let me take a look here to the playoff standings. There's a lot of guys with one win. I don't see us in here though. I'm not sure why we wouldn't be in with our win, which is quite interesting. I don't know if it's because we're too far back or what, but it's quite interesting. We'll have to see how that works out, because I thought we were supposed to get into the playoffs there, since we're full-time in the truck series, so we'll have to see how that works. We'll head to Michigan here. Go ahead and do 3 races. It's going to run me a bit late on recording, but shouldn't be too bad. Go ahead and run our 2 laps of practice here at Michigan. And we'll see here. Definitely going to be able to run wide open, but likely going to be a really slow race for us because you hold wide open the entire time around this track. But we'll make sure here. I expect to be nowhere near that 41.4. Car is definitely tight. So I'm driving one-handed here. That's how big and wide open this track is, but we'll see here. I need to be able to run that wide open. Otherwise, I'm going to lose so much time. Gotta be able to run wide open here at Michigan. The corners are open enough and banked enough that there should be no excuse for not running wide open. You can see how much time we're losing there through the corner. So definitely need to put that custom setup in. We are 17 tenths off. Still, it's so tight through the center of the corner. Hopefully the custom setup will help with that, and then I'll go up a few clicks to be able to save the loose off. But then I should be all good from there. I shouldn't really fight any loose off, or really even any pushing up the track towards the center of the corner. So what was that, 14 tenths within the goal time. Let me throw in the custom setup, take a look there at the stock setup, and then I'll do a few more laps. Alrighty, so that is the custom setup. Go ahead and pause if you want to steal it from me as well, or I'll have the setups in the description down below, or the site that I'm using. Confirm the setup, and we will run 2 laps here.
Okay, get back in there. Let's
with
go.
The custom setup, and then head to qualifying and the race. So trying to get a basis on what's feeling like here. Let these cars battle to come up onto the track. Get up to speed here.
Ahead of you.
Cars pitting. There we're able to run full throttle, which is very nice. Needed to be able to do that. Stuart Friesen must be out of gas or on the brakes as we're able to fly past them. Hopefully we can run through 1 and 2 full throttle. We cannot. No bueno there. I really was hoping I could run full throttle completely around here to hopefully maintain some speed.
Still there. All clear.
Akis also has not been able, it looks like he's out of fuel or something. We'll run 1 more lap, left throttle some in 1 and 2, and a better spot. But even with that lap, really close to what I had done on the stock setup. Much better 1 and 2. Still not great, but a lot better there compared to the last lap. Let's see here. I'm going to guess we are still second off the goal time. So we're going to guess a 4.24 is what we put out here. let's see, coming to the line, 42.5, so 11 tenths off still. Return to the garage, jump to the qualifying.
Let's go.
42.9 is 30th place, however, so looking good there. I'm going to guess a 29th place is where we're going to qualify. And then 2 cars fail pre-race inspection, which is going to make it start in 27th. That's just my guess. As I think that's about where we're going to qualify, and that's about how many cars have been failing pre-race inspections to begin with. So I wouldn't say that's too bold of a claim, but we'll see here. Pretty good 1 and 2 there. On the brakes just a little bit. Why not too shabby? The trouble I'm having is the fact that I'm qualifying well, but then the race pace is just not there, which is kind of unlike what we've experienced in the past. So 43.2, okay. I felt like that was a better lap than that, but we'll go to the race. We're starting in 31st, and my guess was completely off. So
we're going green. Ready.
We'll just try to survive here. It's going to be a very long and boring race because I do not expect to compete in any way, shape, or form. As soon as we lose the draft, it is a done deal.
All clear.
We're able to make up in the center of the corner there, but they're going to start pulling away from us very quickly. I'm not going to step out here because I know we need the draft that badly. Let off the throttle.
Careful, still there.
And let's see here.
Careful, still there.
Actually has not been a terrible start. Ran a bit high in that corner. Drop in line to get the draft down the back straightaway.
Stay low, stay low.
And this has actually gone better than expected here so far.
Still there.
Still by no means fast. But hanging on just a little bit.
All right.
We're starting to lose the draft now. Or not.
All clear.
Try driving in a bit deep into turns 1 and 2. Get the drive off and hopefully catch back up a little bit better. So we'll drop in behind self. Give us a little extra boost in the draft.
Stay on the bottom here.
Back to the throttle, and the only problem is we have no drafting partner. We need that.
One more to go.
Drop back in line here, catch the draft. We're going to be really slow without it.
Still there.
I need to catch the draft
Hard from
of
the outside. Outside.
self, and I'm hung out to dry here currently. No draft, and you can see what that does to the truck when we don't have that.
Still there.
We'll have to see here. Hopefully I have
Nice driving
a little bit of
that
draft.
stage, driver.
Not going to matter. 30th in that stage. I'll have to see if we need to pit. It does look like it. And let's pull a little bit of strategy here. Let's try to go right sides one can. See if that does anything. Not sure if it will. It does. Puts us up into 14th. It's going to give us plenty of fuel, and we'll see how much of a difference tires make. Hopefully, I mean, if we can keep a hold of the draft, I think we'll be okay.
Still there.
At least that's what we were finding back in the pack. Going to let out the gas here, get into the corner, and drop to the bottom lane. But the cars, there's a little check up there. That's going to help us stay in the draft. So we're going to get a bump draft here down the straightaway as well.
Careful, still there.
And I drove it in too deep.
Inside. Bottom's clear.
Need to get the draft, need to get the draft, need to get the draft.
Farther on the inside.
Oh boy.
Got one inside.
Every time I try to play strategy, it comes back to bite me in the butt.
Still there.
Outside.
Outside. Inside.
And that's going to be a caution. Get on the brakes, get on the brakes, get on the brakes.
Got a car high now. Plenty of racing left.
28th place finish in the stage. That was kind of our fault. But, Everybody going to pit or are they not? I'm going to pit for 4 tires and fuel, and then we can go. Hopefully, we can only have to do like a fuel only at the end of the race, or do that 2 tires and 1 can to try to finish out the end of the race here.
Still there.
We got 16 laps left and 9 laps of fuel remaining. Maybe need a can and a half of fuel. We'll have to see here, or maybe we'll need 2 cans. I'm not sure. Just depending on how the cautions fly. Staying in the draft here. It's an absolute must in order to stay competitive for this race. And not much we can do right now. We do have a little bit of a gap to the cars behind us. But I get the feeling as soon as we lose the draft, if we do, we are dead meat. So, staying in the draft as much as possible. See, we lost kind of the main gust of the draft, and I spun it.
Inside.
And apparently, oh, there's a caution. I need to pit again for tires. I just toasted the tires, unfortunately. Go ahead and accept it. That's probably our chance to gain track position. But I think everybody's going to have to pit again anyways, so.
Got one inside. All clear.
Not a good idea to take a drink when you need to upshift, but oh well. Down into turns 1 and 2. Let's see here. Stay in the draft. Always stay in the draft. Go ahead. Duck down right before enter the corner. Get a good drive there. I play a dangerous game getting on that line there. Stay in the draft at all times. And let off the throttle. Rotate the corner. Bump draft. Get back in the draft once again.
Careful, still there.
Get a good run there. However, we are not going to have the draft. Jump back in line to grab the draft. So we're losing the main pack, and that's going to hurt us. We still got some draft, but not nearly what we need. Got a good exit there. You stay right behind White here. Maybe give him a bump. That kind of forced me into a bad corner. That's kind of my fault. I'm going to try to go. Nope, no crossover there on Decker. Let's get right behind her for corner will drop down. Try to steal that draft.
Clear high. Got a car high now.
Car high will drop in right behind him. He's going to have a better run.
Careful, still there. Car there on the inside.
It's just going to be a constant game of finding a drafting partner to stick with this pack. Didn't get a great run off of 4. Still have the draft, however. Need to make up time here in 1 and 2. Stay with this pack. Need a drafting buddy to pair up with. Okay. See here.
Stay low, stay low.
Looking alright right now.
Clear high, clear high.
Alright, that's looking decent. We're up into 30th. Once again. And 6 laps to go. 4 laps left on fuel. So I overdrove the corner. We've got the yellow flag that has come out. We're going to pit. We're going to take a can of fuel, no tires, don't repair any damage. We're going to accept that. Puts us in 27th. And now it's going to be a matter of sticking with the draft. I probably could have taken just I could have stayed out. The thing is, we can't survive without the draft, and we would have gotten trained.
Bottom looks good.
But let's get the draft here off the corner. Run up as high as we can so we can get right behind Akram there for his draft. Lift. Rotate. Back on the gas.
Still there.
Get the drive off. Okay, you need to get by so I can get into your draft, Lazard.
Alright, I need 2 more good laps from you.
2 more laps and the race.
Car on the outside now. Alright, clear outside.
Tires are definitely wearing.
Got a car low now.
Okay, I need this car to get past me so I can get in his
Hold your
draft.
line.
Thank you, Sauter.
That one is tied.
So we're getting
3
split
wide.
3 wide. That puts us back in the 30th. Maybe should have gone tires.
Hold your line. That one is tied.
And it's not going to happen. I should have taken tires. Oh, that race. Good, clean racing.
Flag. Bring it home.
Down the drain. I should have taken tires. I took a full can of fuel anyways. I should have taken at least 2. Because the right rear just died during that run. I should know better, but I was trying to keep track position, so unfortunate, but kind of my own mistake there. We're going to finish the race. Going to be in 32nd, but yeah, we'll head back to the main menu and wrap things up. Alrighty, so to start out next episode, we have back-to-back dirt races. Let's go ahead and prep some of these cars. And it's back-to-back long track cars as well. We're going to go ahead and get those prepped. Also need to work on the road course car, as that's going to be used again here soon. So someone on Arrow on that car, and yeah, we'll go ahead and start that work right there, and we'll head to dirt for the beginning of the next episode. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed the episode. Obviously a big win there, but it doesn't seem to have impacted us getting into the playoffs. So I'm not sure what went on there, but we did not make the playoffs apparently. So yeah, we'll move on. Kind of unfortunate there, but it's all good. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed. Let me know on any feedback that you guys have, and hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.